Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Apologies for the shitty quality of the mouse cursor, the bordered mode, and all that. I spent fucking ages trying to get this game to capture. I couldn't do it in full screen mode. I just couldn't. I tried my best. I tried using window capture. I tried using display capture. It just wouldn't record. So what I had to do was I had to put it in windowed mode, and I had to use display capture. So apologies for the for this. This is a side effect of using windowed mode. So today we're gonna play this game, and what I want to talk about here is I want to talk about GTA 6. All right, now there's news of a delay. All right, there's a GTA 6 delay coming out. And, honest to God, it kind of wanted to get me to talk about GTA 6 and how it just seems like it's going to be a disappointment, alright? It has to. It's going to be. There's no way. No way in hell that this game is going to come out and please everybody. It's going to let a lot of people down. It's going to be considered the worst game in the series. And the reason why I'm saying this is not because the game itself is going to be bad. I cannot comment on whether or not the game is going to be good or bad or not, because I haven't played it. But it's because of the not only, multiple reasons, really. One is the mythical status of GTA. GTA 6, alright? GTA 6 is on the same level as Half-Life 2 when it comes to forbidden video game sequels, right? Yeah, like, everyone... Hell, there's, like, a meme going around right now where it's like, we got X before GTA 6. We got all this before GTA 6. GTA 6 is one of, if not the most well-known example of a game... Oh, that happens when I use the NOS. Great. But as I was saying, GTA 6 is the well-known... is a well-known example of it's the most well-known example of one of the most forbidden sequels. I think, like, the only two that even come close is Half-Life 3 and Hollow Knight Silksong, or Deltarune Chapter 3, if you're one of those people. But, honest to God, that's like part of the reason why I feel like this game's gonna let down, because, like, imagine if Half-Life 3 actually fucking came out. That is basically the level of hype that GTA 6 has developed. And while the trailers have been good, trailer, there's only been one. The trailer is good. I just don't feel like that game's gonna take over, is gonna be as good as it is. And the second reason why I feel that way is because, well, Rockstar is not the same company they once were. Back in 2012 or 2013, right? Where everyone was potentially hyped about GTA 6. God damn it. I'm not playing bumper cars. But anyways, as I was saying, back in, like, GTA 5 years, like 2013, alright? When everyone was still respected Rockstar for being this extremely well-loved and well-loved content creator for stuff like Max Payne 3, Midnight Club, fucking Manhunt, Bully, all of these amazing IPs. And now, Red Dead Redemption as well, that was another one that people like rock on. But here's the thing. Every single one of those IPs is gone now. The only one that survived the cull was Red Dead. And even then, that game has since been abandoned. GTA is all Rockstar has left. Now, that's probably a good thing in a development standpoint, because that means there's less resources to dedicate to anything else. But here's the thing. Because they've killed off so many different franchises, not released a game in years, if you don't count Half-Life, if you don't count Red Dead 2, GTA has been in the works for 12 years. GTA 6 has been in the works for 12 years, and it will be for 13 years when it comes out, and the supposed delay isn't, like, extended to 10 times as long. You know what game also took that long to develop? Roughly, maybe even longer? Duke Nukem Forever. And we all know how that game turned out. And here's the thing. Public perception on Rockstar is probably one of the worst it's ever been. They abandoned Red Dead Online, which is one of the online games that they basically worked so hard to make from scratch, alright? Yes, I want to overwrite my save game. They are force-feeding you a subscription service to a game that is full price, mind you. Well, you can buy it standalone for like $30, but it's still full price if you buy the main game. They're force-feeding you a subscription to a game that you have to pay for. That is ridiculously terrible. And, worst case, is that, like, none of the content drops that we gotten for GTA Online were really any good. They started resting on their laurels in 2019 after the contract update dropped, and no one since has even nothing since has even remotely came close to the quality of that update. And Rockstar, and it's just like, well, do we really think that Rockstar, oh, get fucking read the bitch. Do we honestly think that the Rockstar of now can even hope to look, god damn it, shut up, Windows. Do we honestly think that the Rockstar of now can even remotely hope to even be close to the Rockstar of old? No? And given the added hype factor of GTA 6 being one of the most well-known and well-beloved IPs to never see a sequel, damn it. I am ass today. But given the hype of GTA 6 being a well-beloved franchise that never got a sequel, and has since been devolved into nothing more than an MMO, honestly, I don't think Rockstar can even think to top what they've done in the past. Mainly because they're not capable of it, and here's the best part. Audiences are expecting gaming perfection. Because this game is one of the most well-beloved, one of the most well-known games to not receive an IP drop, not receive a drop in years. They are expecting the magnum opus of gaming. Something that redefines the medium. Something like BioShock did. Something like fucking Half-Life did. Something like Doom did. Something like Mario Bros did. They're expecting something that redefines the medium. And if they don't get it, they are going to be fucking pissed. Take an example on a smaller scale. Two examples, actually. Tears of the Kingdom and Spider-Man 2, the Insomniac one. The first games in that series were some of the most well-beloved, well-respected IPs some of the most well-beloved, well-respected games of their generation, I admit. Like, Breath of the Wild is consistently regarded as a 10 out of 10. I played it, I like it. I'm not gonna say it's a 10 out of 10, I think it's more of an 8 out of 10, but I really fucking like it, and I honestly recommend it if you have a Switch and you haven't played it, play it. Seriously, play it. It is really good, and I recommend that you do it. But Spider-Man on the PS4, one of the best superhero games I've ever fucking played. Genuinely, honest to God, perfection in. If you haven't played Spider-Man 2, that is one of the few games I say that you must play if you are a Spider-Man fan, a comic book fan, a Marvel fan, just a fan of anything in general. Just play it, alright? It's a really good game, and I promise you won't regret it, alright? Then, sequels got announced. There was a massive fucking hype. Genuinely, some of the highest hype in anything of gaming. Like, not as high as GTA 6, mind you. But they were really hyped because, well, they were quality, alright? They had quality attached to their names because of not only the last games, but the studios that made them were somewhat prestigious. I mean, Nintendo's kind of rivaling being on Rockstar in the case of, like, studios that were decent but now ended up falling from grace. But that's besides the point. They were expecting something amazing. And when that game came out, there was like a 3-month honeymoon period. Alright? When those games came out, there was a 3-month honeymoon period where everyone was loving the game, talking about it, having fun. But then once the honeymoon period wore off, everyone fucking hated those games. They were like some of the most divisive games of their entire generation. Honest to God. Like, Tears of the Kingdom went from being one of the most well-beloved IPs in gaming, one of the most well-beloved sequels in gaming history to to being dubbed an afterthought, an expansion pack for full price, and basically because what they added was not really worth a full price tag, and I agree with that. I own Tears of the Kingdom. I played it. I couldn't get past the second dungeon because it was boring. It was terrible for me. Spider-Man 2, not as bad for me. Mainly because the core gameplay of Spider-Man was still there and really good, and I really liked that gameplay. But Spider-Man 2, it got ragged on for having a very rushed story, for the side content being very lacking, for the lack of innovation when it comes to gameplay. Now, honest to God, I'm not a person to fucking, get mad at, like, completely random things. Like, I remember back, like, when Spider-Man 2 was being revealed at E3, and there were people like, oh, look at the water physics and the swinging things, so this game's gonna be ass at launch. Like, fuck you, alright? And I'm also not one of those people who fucking hates on a game simply because, well, there's woman in it. Like, seriously. I don't even get that. But that's a topic for another time. But I honestly feel like that game was just boring, alright? Tears of the Kingdom was bad, but Spider-Man 2 was just boring to me. But that's a topic for another time, alright? So, that's kind of what I expect to happen to GTA 6, but on a far worse scale. Because, like I said, GTA 6 has pedigree, and not just any pedigree. Some of the best pedigree in all of gaming history. When you think of video games, one of the first names that comes to your head that isn't Nintendo is GTA. Honest to God, it's literally like the poster child for gaming. For modern gaming. And honest to God, I don't think modern Rockstar can even remotely think to top it. Not to mention all this discussion about GTA 6 being a medium-sized game instead of a large-sized game, them wanting it to cost $100 at launch for the standard edition, supposedly. $100 at launch for a standard edition. And, honest to God, this game is going to be a failure, or a disappointment to the lives of many. Possibly even me too, alright? I'm gonna try and keep my hopes up. I hope the game is good. I genuinely fucking hope the game is great. Because if it is great, then that means we'll have loads of content dedicated to GTA, but I hope to God they don't try and ruin the game with their shitty business tactics, fucking pointless microtransactions and FOMO. I just don't want the game to be like that. But for now, I think I'm just gonna end the video here. Thank you all so much for watching. I seriously want to thank you all so much for the support that I've gotten. We are nearly at 50 subscribers, and honest to fucking God, I had no clue I was even gonna get that far. Like, I thought I was just gonna end up quitting, like, halfway through. And I seriously want to give a shout out to the members of Tratu. Like, seriously, you all are amazing, alright? I seriously cannot thank you all enough for the support that all of you have shown to me, and yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.